Right. So today we're going to be tackling something that I think a lot of people struggle with,
Yeah.
and that is stage fright.
Um,
And specifically, we are diving deep today into this awesome guide on becoming a bolder singer.
oh, very cool.
What I really like about this guide is that it is so practical
Mm-hmm.
and it has tips for every stage of the game. So whether you are just starting out or whether you are like a seasoned pro,
Right.
there's something in here for you.
Yeah, that's great.
From preparing for a performance to dealing with those pre-show jitters to even like what to do during your actual performance.
Yeah, it's really fascinating how this guide dives right into like the psychology of stage fright.
Yeah.
Like, we can all sing in the shower like nobody's business,
Oh, totally.
but then put us on a stage with a spotlight and suddenly it's like a shaky leaf.
Yeah, our voices are like,
Yeah.
vocal fry.
Totally. And like the guide explains it really well. They say like it's this whole evolutionary thing.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, if you messed up in front of your tribe,
That could mean like no more you.
yeah, you're done.
You're out of there.
Yeah.
So like our brains are still kind of like,
Right. Like haven't caught up.
yeah, they haven't caught up yet
Yeah.
to like the fact that like a missed note isn't going to like,
It's not life or death.
it's not life or death.
Yeah, but
Like my brain thinks it is sometimes.
yeah, and the guide points out this creates this like really negative cycle.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like you get nervous, so then you mess up, and then you get more nervous.
Oh, the worst.
And it just keeps escalating.
But that's where this guide is like so cool because they talk about how to break that cycle step by step.
Right.
And they have these 3 phases that they outline. And the first phase is preparation.
Okay. Love that.
So they say it all starts with picking the right song,
Yes.
which like
I mean,
sounds obvious,
it sounds obvious,
but
but
it's so important.
it really is.
It's like finding a song that like fits you like a glove,
Yeah, think of it like
vocally and emotionally.
like a superhero suit.
Oh, I love that.
Like it should make you feel powerful and
Yeah.
ready to take on the world,
Yes.
or at least the stage.
Exactly. And then there was the practice.
Uh-huh.
And like the guy doesn't just say sing a lot.
Right.
They talk about making practice feel as real as possible.
Yes.
So they say like
Almost like,
imagine the stage lights. Imagine the audience.
yeah. Train your brain to link those feelings
Yeah.
with a confident performance.
And even like rock your performance outfit.
Yeah, it's like you're giving yourself like a confidence booster shot before you even hit the stage.
Oh, that's such a good analogy.
Yeah.
And the guide even has this great anecdote about this vocal coach who like took this to the next level.
Oh, really?
He would meticulously plan like every tiny detail of his performance
Wow.
down to like his movements, like where his hands are going to be.
Wow. Talk about dedication.
Yeah. But it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
By planning everything in advance, you free up your mind to focus on like the music,
Yeah.
not on like, oh, where should I put my hands right?
Right, exactly.
So then we move on to phase 2,
Okay.
taming performance anxiety before you sing.
Okay.
So like pre-show jitters
Oh, those are really...
are like a real thing.
Yeah.
And this guide has so many ways to deal with them.
Like what are some of the highlights?
One of the techniques that really stood out to me was this thing they called words of power.
Ah, words of power.
So it's about choosing 3 words that capture the energy you want to bring to the stage.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
So it could be like confident, powerful, joyful,
Oh, I like that.
whatever like resonates with you.
Yeah.
And then you like,
It's like giving yourself a pep talk
yeah, like a pep talk.
from your own personal hype squad.
Yes, exactly.
I love that.
And then there's visualization.
Oh, visualization. That's a good one.
Yeah, so like mentally running through like a killer performance.
Yeah.
Seeing yourself hitting those high notes,
Yeah.
feeling the crowd's energy.
Visualization is like a mental rehearsal for your brain.
Yeah,
So the more you do it, the less scary the actual performance feels.
totally.
Because it's like your brain's kind of tricked into thinking like, hey, we've done this before.
Yeah, we got this.
Yeah.
So, but okay, let's say you are about to go on stage
Yeah.
and you are still like a bundle of nerves.
Yeah.
The guide says don't fight it.
Oh, really?
Use that energy.
Oh, I like that.
It's about shifting your perspective.
Okay.
Instead of seeing those butterflies as like the enemy,
Yeah.
like channel them into your performance.
They turn that nervous energy into fuel.
It's like stage presence fuel.
I love that. Yeah.
So instead of freaking out,
Yeah.
it's like, bring on the butterflies.
Yeah.
They're about to help me rock this.
I love that.
But realistically,
Yeah.
sometimes we need a little extra help to like calm down.
Right.
So what else does the guide suggest?
Well, there's always the good old-fashioned deep breathing.
Okay, yeah.
Like it sounds so simple, but it's incredibly effective.
It is.
It's like hitting the pause button
Yeah.
on your stress response.
Yeah.
Slow, intentional breaths. It's like telling your body, chill out.
Yeah.
We got this.
Okay, so we've prepped like pros.
Yeah.
We've got our pre-show jitters under control.
Uh-huh.
And now the moment arrives.
Oh.
Phase 3.
Showtime.
Showtime.
All right, this is where it all pays off.
Yeah.
All that mental work.
Yes.
The guide really drives home the point that, like, once you are on stage, it's not about perfection.
Oh, it's so good.
It's about connecting with the song.
Yes.
And giving a heartfelt performance.
Like easier said than done right.
Yeah.
But think of it this way.
Yeah.
You built this awesome foundation.
Right.
Now it's time to like trust yourself and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, and you know what the guide says is like the hardest easy way to conquer stage fright.
Oh, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
Perform more often.
Okay.
I know it sounds counterintuitive, but the more you face that fear head on,
Yeah.
the less power it holds over you.
Okay, so think of it like this.
Like,
Wait, hold that thought.
oh,
We've covered a lot of ground already.
yeah, we have.
And I want to make sure our listener can really soak this all in.
Yeah, good idea.
We'll pick up right here in part 2 of this deep dive.
Sounds good. It's like saying the only way out is through.
Oh, yeah.
So the guide's point is the more you perform, the more you build what they call situational confidence.
Okay, situational confidence. Break that down for
So
me.
think about it. You might feel totally confident singing in the car or in the shower,
Yeah,
right?
in the shower for sure.
But put you on a stage
Totally different.
and it's like a different story.
Yeah.
The guide explains that it's all about like expanding your comfort zone.
Okay.
So those situations where you feel at ease singing.
So by performing more, we're basically like stretching that comfort zone
Exactly.
to include the stage.
Yeah, it's like taking your confidence to the gym.
Oh, I like that.
Each performance is a workout.
Okay.
And over time, you build those confidence muscles.
So facing the fear is key.
Yes.
But how do we even get to the point where we can like handle that?
Well, that's where all that preparation we talked about comes in.
Right.
Choosing the right song, practicing, like it's the real deal.
Yeah.
Those words of power, visualization,
Uh-huh.
all of that lays the groundwork for feeling capable and prepared.
Okay.
And then each performance, even if it's a little shaky at first,
Right.
adds another brick to that foundation.
Makes me think of those like old school cartoons where a character runs off a cliff
Oh, yeah.
and they keep running in midair
Yeah.
until they look down
Exactly.
and then they fall.
Yeah.
But it's like we're kind of doing the same thing, like running towards that fear
Yeah.
and realizing, hey, we're not falling apart.
That's a great analogy.
We can do this.
Yeah. And the guide makes another, like, really brilliant point.
Okay.
It's not about being perfect.
Oh, that's good.
It's about showing up authentically.
Yes.
And letting your passion for the music shine through.
Which is a good thing
Yeah.
because let's be real, nobody's perfect.
Right. Nobody's perfect.
I think that's something a lot of us struggle with,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to performing.
For sure.
Like we get so caught up in hitting every note flawlessly
Right.
that we forget to just connect with the music.
Yes. And connect with the audience.
Yes.
And that's where the real magic of performance lies.
Yeah.
In that connection.
Not the technical perfection.
Yeah. It's about sharing something real and meaningful.
The guide also talks about this idea of like redirecting nervous energy
Oh, yeah.
into excitement.
Yes.
I used to think I had to be like completely zen
Uh-huh.
before going on stage.
Yeah.
But now I'm realizing like a little bit of nervous energy can actually be a good thing.
Oh, absolutely. It's fuel.
Yeah.
Think of it as like raw energy
Yeah.
that you can harness and channel into your performance
Yeah.
instead of trying to like squash those butterflies.
Right.
Learn to dance with that.
I love that visual dancing with the butterflies.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got all this great advice from the guide,
Yeah.
but let's get even more practical.
Okay.
What are some specific things our listener can do to manage those pre-show jitters,
Okay.
besides what we've already talked about?
One thing the guide suggests is creating a pre-performance ritual.
Oh, okay.
It could be anything that helps you feel grounded and centered.
Yeah.
Listening to your favorite music,
Uh-huh.
doing some gentle stretches,
Okay.
repeating your words of power.
So it's about creating a sense of familiarity and control
Exactly.
in a situation that can feel pretty unpredictable.
Yes, it's like giving yourself a little pre-show pep talk
Yeah.
and sending a message to your brain and body that like, you've got this.
So to recap,
Yeah.
we're talking about prepping like it's the main event,
Mm-hmm.
mastering those mental game techniques,
Yes.
and then embracing the performance.
Yeah.
But there's still one big piece of the puzzle we haven't fully explored yet.
Oh,
Remember that hardest, easy way
yeah.
you're about to drop?
Oh, right. We were talking about performing more often,
Yes.
but there's another layer to it.
Okay.
It's not just about quantity. It's also about variety.
Okay, I'm listening. Tell me more.
The guide explains that if we only ever perform in situations that make us anxious,
Uh-huh.
we're not really expanding that comfort zone.
Right.
So it's about seeking out different performance opportunities,
Okay.
even small ones.
It's like singing karaoke with friends.
Yes.
Joining a community choir.
Exactly.
Maybe even busking on a street corner.
Yeah, those low-pressure environments can be
Yeah.
a great way to build your confidence
Right.
and get used to performing without the high stakes of like a formal concert or an audition.
It's like leveling up in a video game.
Oh, yeah.
You start with the easier challenges
Yeah.
and work your way up to the boss battles.
And just like in a video game, each level you conquer
Uh-huh.
gives you more experience and skills to take on the next one.
This is making me think about how much our mindset plays a role in all of this.
Yeah.
If we're constantly telling ourselves we're going to mess up
Right,
and
yeah.
we're not good enough,
Yeah.
it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
The guide really emphasizes the importance of positive self-talk.
Oh, yeah.
It's about replacing those negative thoughts with empowering ones.
So instead of I'm going to mess up,
Yeah.
it's I've got this.
Exact-
I've practiced hard.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to share my gift.
Yes.
It's like we're rewriting the script in our heads,
I love that.
switching from a horror movie
Uh-huh.
to an epic adventure flick.
Yes.
And speaking of rewriting scripts,
Yeah.
I think it's time for us to take a quick pause
Okay.
and regroup for part 3 of this deep dive.
Sounds good.
Okay. So we're back,
We are back.
ready to wrap up our deep dive into conquering stage fright.
Yes.
I feel like we've covered a ton of ground.
So-
From like choosing the right song to turning that nervous energy into like rock star fuel.
To fuel.
Yeah. But you know what really struck me about all of this?
What's that?
It's not just about singing.
Right.
These ideas can apply to anything that makes us nervous.
Absolutely.
Like public speaking job interviews.
Oh, yeah.
Even just trying something new.
You're so right. The guide even touches on this.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, pointing out that, like, fear is a universal human experience.
Oh, for sure.
So whether you're stepping onto a stage or, like, facing a challenging situation in your personal life,
Totally.
the same principles apply.
It's all about building that resilience and confidence one step at a time.
Yeah, and the guide uses this amazing analogy of confidence being like a muscle.
Oh, I love
The
it.
more you exercise it, the stronger it gets.
Oh, yeah.
But just like with physical exercise, consistency is key.
So true.
It's about showing up for those confidence workouts regularly, even when it feels uncomfortable.
I think the biggest takeaway for me is the importance of mindset.
Yeah.
If we believe we can do it, we're way more likely to succeed.
And if we stumble, it's not about beating ourselves up.
Right.
It's about learning from the experience and using it as fuel to keep moving forward.
So for our listener out there who's maybe still grappling with stage fright,
Yeah.
what's like the one piece of advice you want them to hold on to?
You are not alone.
Oh,
Countless singers, speakers, performers have felt those same butterflies,
right.
and they've gone on to achieve incredible things.
It's about embracing the journey, celebrating those small victories, and trusting that with each step, you're building the confidence to share your unique voice with the world.
And the world needs to hear it.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
This deep dive has been such an inspiring reminder that we all have the power to overcome our fears and shine brightly.
We do.
So to our listener, we say, go for it,
Yes.
embrace the challenge, trust yourself, and let your voice soar.
And remember, we're cheering you on every step of the way.
That's a wrap on our deep dive into conquering stage fright.
That's a wrap.
We hope this episode has left you feeling empowered and ready to take the stage by storm.
Yes.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.
Bye, everyone.